You're not contagious, are you?
I sure hope not.
Okay.
The X on that button.
Are we there? Are we there? Hello? Hello, people.
Nobody's in there yet. You just gotta be
Well,
patient,
it's
Barb.
probably one of the last nice days, like really nice days we'll have.
Yeah, I'm debating picking all my tomatoes tonight.
Yeah, we did ours about a week ago. They're ripening in the bowl.
Yeah.
And I left Murray a to-do list called dig up the rest of the potatoes, dear, because the plants are...
And my plants are doing that too.
Yeah.
Should dig up the potatoes. I
Well-
still have some carrots too.
Oh, well, I mean, they're okay in the ground, but
Yeah.
still. No,
Um,
we had frost on the roof this morning.
Oh, we haven't had frost in my house
Yeah.
yet.
Hey, we have a few people.
We do. Hi,
Hi,
guys.
Gina.
Welcome to Tuesday.
Yay, Tuesday.
You should roll into frame.
I should. Okay.
Just
Scoot.
yeah, you can be the voice off frame, but it's more fun if you're in frame with us.
Well, okay.
So we have stuff going on.
We always have stuff going on.
We have stuff going on every day this week that I
Oh.
failed to talk about yesterday because I was having my first like Monday back after 2 weeks off. I was here last week, but not like I didn't have my Monday. I need my Mondays. It's like that first cup of coffee in the morning. I need my Mondays before the real work week starts, so I can do like the pre-work work week.
Yeah. Oh, I understand that. That's why I get here at 8:30.
Right? It's so quiet. And you can get like an hour and a half of work done in an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we're in my sewing room. I'm Leah. This is Barb. If you haven't met us before, welcome to the party.
Yay.
It's
Yeah.
a
And it
Tuesday
can be
party.
quite a party around here sometimes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're marching forward. We have stuff on the go. I'm going to tell you about the stuff that I know is coming up this week, and I'm probably going to miss the thing on Thursday that I think you're doing.
Oh, Aunt Annie's?
Yeah, I'm not going to miss it then. It is this Thursday.
Okay, it is. I think it is this Thursday. Is it? I think it is.
I'm so confused.
Yes, if today's the 14th, then obviously it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Can
this
I
Thursday.
can I look at my schedule? I don't.
Okay.
I'll be there when I need to be there.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, no, it is this Thursday because
Yeah.
the other thing I have scheduled for tomorrow couldn't be Thursday because I already had something planned.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
had something planned for you.
Yeah.
So, coming up this week, I know we have touched on it a couple times in the last few weeks, but I wasn't here, and then I didn't do Facebook much last week because I was off gallivanting. I went to the Great Canadian Scrapbook Carnival Friday, Saturday with the Scan and Cut and the P-Touch label maker from Brother. Had a fun time at the show. Lots of those people are not sewing people at all, but they were absolutely amazed that you can embroider on paper.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazed.
And
So-
scrapbookers are almost as fanatic as quilters are about what they do.
They are, and they're
And there's
incredibly.
a lot of overlap.
There's so much overlap, and
Yeah.
they're so creative. So it was really neat to be in a creative environment that wasn't fabric,
Yeah.
because I love fabric, I love thread, and paper's really pretty, but I haven't got into it yet.
Oh, don't get into it. It's
Oh.
really expensive. Trust me.
Okay. Also, there's no more space in my sewing room for another hobby. I would be cut off. Okay, so that's where I was set up Thursday, was there Friday, Saturday. Now we're back into a normal week with a Monday.
Yay.
Much better. So coming up this week, today is just kind of a regular Tuesday. Regular Tuesday. I can't say so much for the rest of the week. There's some really cool stuff happening. So tomorrow afternoon at, I believe I scheduled it for 1. Man, I should have looked at that before I came. Pretty sure at 1 tomorrow, we have one of our Brother Canada educators here in the building with us.
Oh.
So we've
okay.
got a Zoom class happening tomorrow called What's New with Brother. So what new Brother products are coming out this fall? There is some very, very cool new machines. There's some funky new accessories for both machines and Scan and Cut. There's some new embroidery hoops for the big machines. So even if you already just bought a machine and you're pretty happy with what you've got, pop in. You do have to call to get the Zoom link. That email will be going out maybe later today if I'm out of Facebook Live in a timely manner. But we're doing that. We're just doing a $5 registration fee so we know who's in there with us. But there is a pattern download
Oh, okay.
to go with you tomorrow. So so that's tomorrow afternoon. Then we'll have Facebook Live, probably a short recap with Lynn. And then Thursday, we have more than one thing happening. And I'm hoping they don't overlap in time, but I failed to look at the time that the OASD thing is happening. As our OASD, our favorite, not our favorite, one of our favorite embroidery companies. We're not allowed to have favorites. It's like children.
You like one for one thing and one for something else.
I know. It's like,
Yeah,
girl, I have a
it's
favorite
simple.
girl child and a favorite boy child.
Yeah.
But no favorite child.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Millie says it's scheduled 1 to 3:30.
Thanks so much, guys. It is in our calendar.
Yay!
We can share links to after. Thursday, there is a free OASD event happening directly from OASD, and we have an affiliate link to shop for digital downloads from them. So we'll get, there's going to be an email coming out later today about that in particular with the link.
Monica says, and Sandy mentioned, the video keeps cutting in and out.
Might be their internet.
Might be.
Might be our internet.
Uh,
I don't know how to fix that.
when you're done, you can stick your head in and ask Tyler.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll just keep repeating
Good news
ourselves.
is, once this is recorded, if your internet was not great
Yeah.
during the live, watch the recording. It'll be there.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes after we're done, and we turn off from the live. So OESD is hosting a spotlight, an educational thing for free on their website on how to make the haunted houses. So OESD's got a few different haunted houses. This is freestanding haunted house number 2. So it's taller than my hand for scale. And it stands up. You can put a little tea light in it.
That would be fun.
And they're super fun to make.
Yeah.
They're super duper fun to make. So these are machine embroidered. There's a few new ones available. The Midnight Manor's the new one this year. Sorry, I've got wicked glare happening there.
This is, if you want to switch, we can
Oh,
always do it this way.
Yeah. That should...
That did not switch. We want blue. There we are.
Midnight Manor.
Midnight Manor.
So
there.
if you got this design because you're like, oh, I love Halloween and I love houses, or if you've got the Christmas houses, but you're afraid to jump in and make those, the process is the same. One is like all white and lovely and Christmassy, and one is all black and dark and Halloweeny. whichever way you do, whichever way cracks you up.
That's the other
We've
one.
got both.
Yeah.
So that's the Haunted House 2. That's the one I had in my hand.
Cool.
So there's some applique, lots of thread.
Oh, look at this one. Halloween colors on that one.
I know, it's funky.
Yeah.
Super funky. So Thursday, I believe it's in the morning. Don't quote me on that. Information going out in an email later today, specifically regarding that, about how to build those houses. So after you watch that thing on Thursday, if you're registered in Aunt Annie's mystery quilt class, you guys are doing 2 blocks this month. So make sure you're caffeinated.
Yeah.
We'll make sure Barb is caffeinated.
They're fairly straightforward blocks,
Yeah.
fortunately. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
normally we've been doing a block a month. We had a little bit of a thing in August, so we're doing 2 blocks this month.
Yeah.
But you can join us for that if you're signed up for that program. It's mystery quilt, mystery novel. It's so much fun. And so that's happening Thursday. Friday morning, there is a Bernina Creative Studio project class. We're making a quilted zipper pouch.
That is a quilted zipper pouch, not a quilted zipper pouch.
Right, it's hard to quilt over zippers.
There is
The pouch itself is quilted. There is a zipper in it.
There is a book in the writing world called Eats, Shoots, and Leaves.
Yes.
And depending on where you punctuate that phrase, it can mean very different things.
Right? It's super different. So that'll be train of thought. Quilted pouch. So we'll talk
Quilted
quilting.
pouch.
It is formatted. The education is from Bernina, so we'll be talking specifically Bernina feet. However, I'm a multi-brand user, and I do most of my embroidery and my quilting kind of stuff sometimes on my brother. So we'll talk both ways.
Good.
And
Okay.
and what tools and techniques you might need to have success with that. And then Saturday morning, because that wasn't enough, we have a class Saturday morning on software. And software class this month for the Bernina Creative Studios software class, we are talking about multimedia in software. So we're using some printable fabric, so you can run it through your printer. And sorry, I can't read comments while I talk. There's a squirrel here today. It might be me. So we're talking about using some of the printable products. So coloring an image in the software, printing it, and then embroidering over it. Which is just super funky.
Why not?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's making a little wall hanging, if you follow the notes. The wall hanging that they made doesn't crack me up one bit, so I'm going to do my own thing with my own photos. It's just not my thing. It's just not my colors. It's not my taste. Might be pictures of rocks and flowers. Because that would make me happier.
Yeah.
So, should have a person with the person. So, okay, so if we're going to have a chat with the person who schedules the classes. Hi, my name is Leah, and I schedule the classes. Generally, Anne took over a class for me last week so that I could go to the scrapbook show.
Yeah.
We traded classes. Now I'm doing things back to back.
Yeah.
But I'm not teaching Thursday.
Okay.
I'm just hanging out. Like, Thursday is a normal work day.
Yeah.
Normal
both
work
day. Yeah.
normal work day.
Okay, I haven't run across one of those yet.
Well, normal's kind of like squirrel in a dryer.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. So those are coming up for sure. The other thing Barb and I are so close to being ready to share with you guys is dates for other classes we have planned.
Yeah. Which is what I'm going to talk about, not the dates.
Oh, you're not
the other classes.
Okay, so she's going to talk about all the things she has planned. I talked briefly about one of the things I had planned yesterday.
Okay.
So
what have you got planned?
I'm going to do a Thailand scene sew along.
Oh.
Because
okay.
I'm deep in Christmas Thailand scene mode.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's coming up. I ran a t-shirt class in the summer that I could run again. I have some other stuff I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
So we're
and
close.
if there's anything that anybody particularly wants to see as a class, let us know. We're multi-talented.
And email education@mysewingroom.ca. Yeah. That's the best place to send educational questions, whether it's a class you want or if you want to register for something we've already scheduled, email Order Desk because they're much better at taking your money than us educators. But then there's more stuff we could teach. It's just a matter of juggling classroom and studio space and teacher time.
Teacher time and
I can't schedule all the one-day things and then throw a 10-week class on top of that. I have to do it in the other order, otherwise the calendar blows up.
Yeah.
There's like a self-destruct key in my calendar when I do it in the wrong order. It's like, no, you can't schedule that many things all at once. So we'll sit down, iron out the bigger, longer,
all the dates,
bigger, longer things, and then we'll have a couple more things up for you right away. Heard a rumor that there might be 2 more kits in transit for Too Cute to Spook in October. So we might have a wait list already.
Oh, good.
But there might be 2 more kits coming. Yeah.
Cool.
What do you have on the go? I'm going to slide out of your video so you can actually talk about all the things you want to talk about.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to leave. You can.
No, but I need to get an email out by the end of the day so they have information for the one thing on Thursday.
Yeah, we've been talking amongst ourselves a lot about what do we want to do for classes, and specifically what do I want to do for classes. So we've got a lot of that kind of the formats done. The samples are almost done, and it's just up to Leah and myself and Anne, and we'll get the dates scheduled. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a preview as to some of the things that
they're fun.
I'm going to be teaching as we move further on into fall. So number 1, we are going to be running another free motion quilting class, similar to what we did with our Big Dahlia class, but we're not using the Big Dahlia panel. And we're going to be gearing this one towards a long arm or a movable machine. You can see, hopefully behind me here, I've got Angela Walters' free motion quilting book, and I've got a little sample done here. It doesn't show up really well on the camera, but the whole idea of this, and I know for a lot of people you don't own a long arm, but maybe you want to come in and borrow ours. We rent time on our Bernina long arm, but you're just not sure about what you want to do on those quilts. So we're going to take the time, kind of one design a week sort of thing, to walk you through the basic quilting design shapes that you might want to use if you're free motion quilting on a long arm or a movable machine. We shouldn't call them long arms anymore, because even though the one in the back there is a 24-inch throat on it, we've got a little 15-inch moxie up front, and everything that that we teach in the class is transferable to a machine like that. Even the shapes, if you think you might be interested in learning to use a movable machine but you're not there yet, the shapes and the designs are transferable to your home machine. It's just more the setup that's going to be a little bit different. So that's one thing that we have planned. Dawn's even made up, she's got a few little long arm kits here that she's done just to kind of get people started. But I think what we're going to be working with is nice blank fabric. So a lot of our quilting will show. And if you've done any of my classes, you know, oh, it's, wake up. Yeah, the thing's gone to sleep. There it is. We're back. Okay. If you've done any of my classes, you know that what I like to teach is the technique. And I like to work in two kind of segments, practice, and then transfer that to the good panel. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's the first one. Then I'm also going to be doing a repeat of our quilting with doilies and vintage linens. And it's just, I've been interested in it for a while, and it just hasn't gone away. So I can show you this guy. You can see in behind me, this panel lives on the wall in the long arm area, and that's a vintage dresser scarf, likely, or a table runner that I picked up at a thrift shop. I didn't do the embroidery, but it's okay if you have one that you've embroidered. And then it's all about layering and quilting those objects. This little guy, something really simple that you could do with a doily, and who doesn't have these? Even, I'm going to stand up so you can see this, because I think it came out really well. I had a week off and I had to keep busy, so yeah. New t-shirt, and the decoration on the front is a vintage handkerchief. So there's lots and lots of things you can do with those found objects, those things that are living in your back of your linen closet, whether they're tablecloths, placemats, handkerchiefs, doilies. Lots of fun ways to reuse those linens that have been hanging around for a long time. I was at one of the things we did when I was off is took a trip down to Nanton and poked in some of the antique shops, and there was one there, and he had a little basket of vintage handkerchiefs, and he didn't quite know what to do with them, but I gave him a few pointers on that one. So that's going to be a pretty good class. Not quite so much a work along with, but I love having the videos available, because we're going to start with, okay, I have these things, how do I clean them first of all, and then how do I design around them? What do I want to do with that particular thing? So that's going to be a pretty good class. I think we'll that one's, I know the free motion quilting one is at least 10 sessions on that. The doilies one, we might be down to about 3 classes. We find with the videos, we're better to have more frequent classes and chop the information up into smaller bites. So you're only committed to watching an hour or an hour and a half session. And then you can go about your day knowing that you can always tune into it after the fact. And that's a good reminder, actually. Any of our classes that we've already done they're still available. They're there, so you can sign up for that class and get it as a video package. So you're getting all the same instruction, all the same ability to ask questions from us. You just give us a phone call, and it's there for your use, even if the class itself has run its course and is finished. So, and then the other one that I am thinking of doing, well, it's pretty well planned now, is learning to hand embroider. The handwork things, maybe it's something to do with COVID, but people are really starting to get back into the hand stitching. Ran across a video by Helen Godden, who was here. She was going to be doing classes here for us the year COVID hit, the March. We had to get her a flight back to Australia, and I was looking at one of her recent videos today, and she was doing what she called slow stitching. So we are going to be doing a learn to hand embroider, and this is aimed at people who've never done it, or maybe they've just dabbled when they were a child. And we'll, again, small bites. First class is going to be preparation, getting your materials, and I think we're going to be kitting some fabric and walk you through some of the basic stitches that you might want to use either by themselves or in your quilting projects. So this is a little sampler design that will be in your package for that class. That it's not perhaps the most beautiful design, but it's yours. You can embellish it however you like, but it's going to give you the opportunity to try, I forget how many stitches I've got on here. 10, 12 different stitches, and get the feel of the thread and the needle and just how those stitches behave as you sew them on. This happens to be the Essex linen, which I think is a wonderful textured feeling fabric, and it's very easy to stitch through. So that, I think, is going to be a really fun class. We've got some other things that we've got lovely books. I'm going to grab this guy. This is one of my favorites. I actually have this book, and this takes your embroidery and combines it with wool applique, which is just totally fun. So we'll talk some about that. And once you have the basic stitches down, you can use them anywhere you like. You can combine them. You can do them large, you can do them small, and it's just going to be something that gives you a technique that expands your creative ability when you're quilting. I know I've done quite a number of quilts now that people have made that are embroidered blocks and then pieced around. So it can be used in quilting. It can be used in clothing, and that's another trend that is, it's making a comeback. You can embroider on your jackets, on your jeans, on your shirts. You can personalize things. Of course, you can do your tea towels. You can do your bed linens. It would be amazing to do commemorative objects, pillow covers for family, for friends. There's some wonderful images online, and you don't have to limit yourself to grandma's quilting designs. This is kind of an interesting little book here. There's a lot of modern interest in embroidery, hand embroidery. And so we have this book, Elegant Embroidery, and this bag that you see behind me here, this Halloween colored bag. The chandelier on that, that's from this book here. So that class is going to give you the needle skills to do a lot of that type of work, whether you're putting it on quilts or on clothing or anything you want, even, and you certainly could use it on your Christmas cards. You can stitch through paper, as Leah was just saying. So that's 3 things. And as Leah says, she is going to be working out the schedule on those. I mean, she has to kind of work around some of the other things that we have going. We still have our Aunt Annie's classes right through until I think it's January or February. And then we got to have a tea party with that one. I'm not sure yet whether that's going to be virtual or in person. But yeah, we have that as well. So as soon as the schedule is prepared, we'll let you know about it. Obviously, if you get our newsletter, it's going to be advertised in there. Our events page will pop up the whole calendar so you could plot around that. But we'll try and keep the classes relatively short, relatively simple, and give you that creative outlet that you can kind of take a little bite at a time and learn a new skill. So that's 3. Who knows what else we will come up with, but if there is anything in particular that you want to learn, or maybe you like some of these classes and you want to make sure we include a particular aspect to it, like I would do the free motion class as long as you make sure I know how to do feathers. So just let us know. Send us that quick email at education@mysewingroom.ca, and so that we can make sure we cover everything that you know. I know the people we have up there are regular viewers, but I also know that our little Facebook videos, they're recorded. They get out there and hopefully reach a really, really wide audience, because this is nice. I was talking to a young lady this afternoon. She's just bought a movable machine. She has a 3, almost 4-year-old daughter, and we were talking about how even kids that young, if you work with them, they get the interest. They see it as something they want to do, and the sky's the limit to what they can create. The creativity out there is amazing. So that's what I have for you today. I'm not sure if Sandy's going to be doing anything tomorrow with the classes and the links, the Zoom links for Brother that Leah was talking about, but tune in just in case. And till then, make sure you enjoy these lovely, lovely fall days we're having. I think the weather's going to get a little bit cooler, going to feel a little bit more like fall. So it's not too soon to start thinking ahead and planning those Christmas gifts. Till next time, take care, everybody. If you're in my Aunt Annie's class, I will see you on Thursday. And be safe, be kind, always be kind, and stay calm, everyone. It's been nice talking to you, and hopefully we'll see you in our classes this fall.